welcome. This is the first exhibition of the new Year 12 A-Level students. Our fledgling A-Level artists, so welcome. In the true spirit of a collective exhibition, the students worked collaboratively. They worked together to plan, to organise, and also to lead this exhibition. Every student was given a role, a leadership role, so this truly is their exhibition. They have been in charge of every aspect of it. So before I hand over to the students to lead the proceedings, I would really like just to acknowledge some of the leadership roles, so bear with me. Mika, for those of you who are enjoying the fabulous canopies, please say thank you to Mika later because she organised, with the help of Grace, our very classy canopies. Thank you, Mika. Bella, never one to shy away from scale or a challenge, she tackled both one of the largest canvas works and also led the design of our exhibition brochure, which is over here, which is an absolute feat of design and creativity. Well done, Bella, you contributed so much. At the very end of the process, she was also helped because we're a very supportive class with April and also Mika and her mother apparently. So thank you to Bella's mum, wherever she is. Zena took charge of well-being. She kept the whole team calm, steady and grounded, and that's a very Zena thing to do. So thank you, Zena. April was the artistic force behind our beautiful marketing posters, which are the best I've seen, so personal, beautiful. Linen assisted with the layout and the graphic resizing. So thank you to April and Linen. And finally, this makes my job very easy because we have two wonderful MCs. And your MCs are Lucy and Irene, who will lead us through the rest of this event. So over to you. Oh, one more thing. I have two thank yous. I don't know if the art technicians are here, are they? Have they just left?
They left,
I
yeah.
need to thank them anyway. The students worked right up to the very last moment. And the art technicians were very stressed, so I really do need, I hope they hear this somewhere, we really do need to say thank you to them. And a warning, some of these paintings are still wet, so beware, okay, don't touch. And the second thank you goes to the parents, okay? This exhibition is called Scale, and that's because we encourage the students to be ambitious and to paint as big as they possibly could. And that meant that the parents had to find a way to transport these huge canvases home. I don't know how you did it. It must have been a logistical nightmare, okay? And as a teacher, I'm always trying to encourage the students to be ambitious, but they wouldn't be able to be ambitious and they wouldn't be able to have achieved all this if it wasn't for their parents who are so supportive and who they really enabled you to kind of reach this point in your artistic journey. So I really, truly appreciate the partnership between school and home. Thank you so much, parents. Thank you to Lucy and Irene.
Say hello.
Hello everyone! My name's Irene.
And I'm Lucy.
So today we want to welcome you to our Year 12 Scale exhibition.
This exhibition is all about thinking big and creating large-scale paintings to start off our personal investigations. It's also a goal of all of us is to go beyond the constraints of IGCSE.
So each work is deeply personal to each of us, and we hope you enjoyed viewing these as much as we enjoyed painting them.
Feel free to ask the artists any questions you have about their paintings and enjoy the refreshments.
Each Year 12 artist will come up and speak about their painting for about 30 seconds and more. So I'd like to begin by inviting April up.
Okay, can I start now? When do I start? Do I start now? Hi, so my name's April. You might have seen my art pieces around school. So first, if you've seen around, if you're a student at Shrewsbury, you might have seen the Playful Hearts like mascot, Kevin the Kiwi. I made that. I think that's pretty epic. Also the poster for today's exhibition, I also made that. And also some of my art pieces have been mentioned or referenced around school before. And so that's probably how you might have recognized me, or I've maybe talked to you. So my personal investigation stems from the word, or like biblical term, marionnette, and that basically translates to Little Mary in French. And so it was usually used to depict the Virgin Mary, and I thought it was very sentiment because it also linked to puppets and dolls, and I really had a really I had a passion for collecting dolls as a child. As you can see in the pictures on my mood board, I was really loving it. And so I just wanted to use this painting to showcase my personality. I think I'm a bit ditzy, I'm a bit like bubbly and fun, and so I just wanted to show that through my painting. Thank you.
Okay, now moving on, we have Irene presenting her painting next.
There's no attachment. Hi guys. So my personal investigation is centered on transience. And this piece is called Under the Surface, and it explores how my memories shift, blur, and resurface over time. So water here symbolizes how the mind holds certain moments, soft, distorted, and dreamlike. The small objects drifting around, as you can see, there's my plushie, a comb, some magnets, but basically trinkets I've kept since my childhood. They may seem ordinary to many of you, but each of them carry a story and shape who I am today. I place myself between sinking and floating to show how memories never fully disappear, yet never feel completely present. Working in such a large scale helped me appreciate the small things and the small refinements I did along the way. Thank you.
Okay, so my personal project is titled Luminescent, and it is inspired from my interest for like architecture and like the use of light and space. And this particular artwork, Where the Light Finds Me, is inspired from the city light in the busy street Yaowarat in Bangkok, which is known for its neon signs. I put a lot of my focus on using bright neon colors to replicate the glow from the city light. And here I have 2 additional artworks, which is all under the same theme, but both are made with like various different materials and techniques. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Next up is Micah.
Hi, so I'm Micah, and this is my oil on canvas milk-filled capsules. My personal investigation started off with the theme "Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk," as it is something that resonated to me, and I think I reflected much on it. With the painting, I reflected on Moloko Plus from A Clockwork Orange and the song Black Milk by Massive Attack. And I have another personal investigation, which was my other works displayed to show my variety of ways that I can, show variety of skill. Thank you.
Next up is Grace.
So my work is based around a novel, also known as also a short comic called You Are My Angela, and this piece, the composition is inspired by that, and I referenced many themes from the story, also like the angel wings and the blanket and things like that. The story is actually about a protagonist who meets an angel, but then cuts off the angel's wings out of sacrifice for her own comfort. So I actually resonate a lot with that because like I have a very I have a fear of like growing up like from back then, and I felt like I wanted to portray this in a very big oil painting. Thank you.
Next up, we have Zena, and for her, she specifically requested that we turn the lights out. So we will be turning them out.
You might not be able to see it so clearly, but I tried to get the contrast between the bright focus in the middle and the darkness around. I wanted to use the light as a symbolism for knowledge, because I'm very interested in especially medieval science and how they viewed the world that we think was a very ridiculous way to view the world. And I think that in the future, humans will look back on this time and think that was very ridiculous too. So I just want to, I want us to reflect upon our ignorances and try and improve the way that we view the world in a more objective way.
Hi again, I'm Lucy, if you didn't hear it the first time. The title for my personal investigation is called Oh How I Love Being a Woman, and it's a quote from the TV series Anne with an E. Oh, thank you. If any of you have watched it, I'm sure you've heard about it. And from that sort of idea, I wanted to sort of focus on how I've sort of carried my own femininity to a young woman. So as you can see, the painting is a reflection of two of my birthdays, my 3rd and my sweet 16th birthday. And in both, I had a pink cake and wore a polka dot top. And I think that pretty obviously demonstrates how I have carried my sort of joyful, optimistic, and very feminine outlook on the world as I've gotten older. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you have enjoyed the exhibition this far. Thank you. Okay. Next up, we have Bella. Let's go all around.
Hi everyone, my name's Bella, and my piece is called The Head on the Platter. Now, this is a reference to the opera Salome. As you can see, I have some typography at the top, and it was made by Strauss, and I absolutely loved the music. I went to watch it during a UK trip, and during that time, I was so in love with the rawness of the story and how she just went for whatever she wanted, and that really inspired me as a person. And so my artwork is about not only transformation, but it is about false hope and self-deception, because if you can just see, there's two figures, and the first one, if we're going to go into the nitty-gritty and analyze it, because my work is about symbolism, and everything is about symbolism. And I just want to say, I took this image in the Memorial Hall, and Rita, which was so kindly volunteered to take this image, is in the spotlight. Behind her is what I want to inspire you all with, and it's the version of us I want you to let go of all your restraints and be free. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for coming. I would really love you to take the time to speak to the artists individually. We did ask them to keep their introductions quite brief so that you took the time just to have those more personal conversations, because they've got so much more to say, but I think it's easier to do that in a one-to-one. So please enjoy the canopies, mingle and speak to the artists, and once again, thank you for coming and all your support.